Welcome back, folks. Today we're going to explore a new app that allows us to curve text or place text on a path. So I'm going to start this tutorial by going to Elements, and I'm going to place an apple on my workspace. Here is the apple. Now I'm going to make a couple of different copies. Now I'm going to make some copies of this apple. So there is one. There's 2, and there is 3. I'm just going to space these out evenly like that. Maybe I'll make them a little bit smaller too. All right, we're going to go into an app called Text Path Maker. This is what it looks like right here. I'm going to click on that. And I'm going to say open. And we're first going to see that there's going to be a preview of what our text looks like with these preset paths. Now I don't have any text in here yet. Right now it's just the default text. So I'm going to start off by placing my text in there. So I'll say an apple a day keeps the doctor away. And I'll leave it like that. Now we can see that the text kind of overlaps right on the end there. And we'll also notice that as part of the presets, there's a little arrow here. So there's a little more options that are available for us to choose from with regards to the paths. There's also a little area here for drawing and where we can draw our own custom path. And that's why these apples are on my workspace. Below that are options for fonts. There aren't so many options for fonts, so I'm just gonna stay with the Arial font. We have the option to choose bold, italics, or underline. There's also the option to choose the size of our text. Right now it's set at 20, but if we go up, that text becomes a lot larger. I'm just going to bring that back down and scale it back to 20. We have the option for color. There's an option for spacing. There's an option for border, background, and the output size. We're going to come back to this once we've actually drawn our custom path. So I'm going to head on over to the Draw panel. And we're going to notice that there's another area here where we can actually draw our path. So we can actually draw a freeform path if we wanted to. I'm going to use this apple. And if you had like an image on your computer, you could also upload it here. I'm going to click my apple and I'm going to say use selected image. And what I found is that we can certainly just draw a path all the way around like that. And that would make the text follow that path. Now, if I add that design to my workspace, this is what it looks like. Now we can see that the letters are kind of crooked. It's not that great of a design. But what I found is if I use my Shift key, to intermittently to draw this path, that Shift key would result in creating a straight path that helped to make the text look better on my curve, if that makes sense. So I'm actually going to remove the selection and reset everything. I'm going to choose my apple here. I'm going to say use selected image. And I'm going to start off by drawing a path. For the path, I'm going to start, and then I'm holding down my Shift key. I'm going to come up here. I'm going to release my Shift key and start again, but then hold my Shift key. Again, I'm going to release, and I'm going to continue this pattern of holding and releasing my Shift key until I actually create the whole path. All right, so there is my path right there. So let's take a look. This is the path that it has created. If we scroll down, let's increase the spacing a little bit because I want my text to go all the way around. So we'll come to spacing, I'll click that and I'll just increase the spacing so that my whole text comes all the way around like that. Now let's place that on our workspace and let's take a look and see what that looks like. So here that is right there. That is a little bit of an improvement from my first design. It's no longer crooked and it does look a little bit better. I'm going to go ahead and change the color of the text. So I'm going to come here to color. I'm going to change it to black. Now down here, there's the option for border. So I'm going to select the border and the weight. I'm going to change the weight of the border to 1. And I'm going to change the color to this hot pink. I'm going to go ahead and add this to my design just so that we can see what that looks like. So here it is right here. We can see that, I'm not sure if you can see that. Let me make that larger. But the text is black with this pink outline. That's what it looks like right there. Let me make a copy of this page and I'm going to delete these right here. And let's continue along the selection. I'm actually going to eliminate the border there for the next one. And I'm going to come down to the background color and I'm going to add a background color of red, I think. So let's add a background color of red. That is what that's going to look like right there. And I'm going to add that to our design. Here it is. And that's what that looks like. Now, if I wanted to, I could bring that apple to the front, make it look a little bit better, like that. And that is pretty much it. So let me know, what do you think of this new app? Is it something that you might use? Did you learn something from this tutorial? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Let me know in the comments. Is there anything else that you want to learn? Drop it in the comments and let me know. All right, for now, my friends, I'm going to say bye-bye. Until next time.